I'm worried. Like, I'm both super excited, and I'm also kind of worried because even though it is a Ridley Scott film, Ridley Scott has been hit or miss in the last like 20 years. He is not Gladiator Ridley Scott anymore. I think Joaquin Phoenix looks good. I think he looks a bit. I mean, you can't really change someone's age. He looks a little. I think he looks a little too old for Napoleon,
right.
Especially during like his rise and stuff. But that's like minor nitpicks. I'm hoping that it is. I'm hoping that it's a very sort of flash. I'm imagining it's going to be a flashy sort of interpretation of his life. I don't think we're going to be getting some massive epic that a lot of people are expecting, especially since this is an Apple original movie that's just like a 2-hour film.
I did see a director's cut.
Was it 2 or 3 hour?
This one might be going into the third hour, like 2.5. But I did see a director's cut that was said to be released that would make the film like a total of 5 hours or something very long in runtime.
Okay, if there is a director's cut then all my concerns will be gone, because I would rather imagine this as like a long series or anything. But if it's a 5-hour film and there's like you could put that on. Yeah, I would imagine that this would be great, because his life is just too eventful to sum up in that short amount of time. I think I'm excited. I think it'll be fine.
It says here, the filmmaker revealed that Napoleon, his upcoming historical epic, clocks in at 158 minutes in theaters, but has a 270-minute-long director's cut, and 270 minutes to hours is 4.5 hours, so nearly 5 hours.
Okay, then I take that back. Yeah,
that'd be fun to do.
You
know, I miss the Stanley Kubrick style of film where you have an intermission and you sit down for a big film that's like...
For a 4.5 hour, for a director's cut, I could imagine... even if it's a fake intermission, you know,
I think that'd be nice. It sounds like a nice like event for the day to invite friends over, and the event is to watch that. You have an intermission, you have snacks. It's one thing to like casually throw on a movie, but that's kind of cool that you could experience a full. It's like that is the day's event. That sounds kind of. It's almost like going to a play or going to a show. That they have something like that. So I'm hoping it's good.
I'm actually really excited. I didn't know about the director's cut thing, so I'm actually really hyped now, because I was just worried about that runtime. Yeah, that was it. I mean, cause I would imagine. Wow, I'm hoping that the effects aren't too CGI, because I saw a few effects, a few explosions that looked a bit too computer generated for like, you know, late 18th century warfare. Yeah, but that's just my nitpick. I don't know. I'm hoping that we get more closer to Gladiator Ridley Scott than, Prometheus Ridley Scott.
Yeah. So well, hopefully, too, it inspires another generation of people. I'm sure when I grew up, I watched the movie 300 and named my dog Leonidas. Like, so those kind of movies, like, I'm just a little kid. I'm just loving all these, like, people stabbing each other with swords and ancient warfare, medieval warfare, all that.
That is so funny. I'm doing a video about 300.
Oh, yeah. I wanted to see... I wish we'll have to do it again, and we'll have to next time. I'll have to ask you all about movies, because I'm sure we could do a whole conversation just talking about historical films, and maybe that'd be good. Oh yeah, we gotta definitely do a part 2 that isn't just like social media. And just us bitching the whole time.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I think I'm hoping at the very least, even if it's not historically accurate, in the same way that a movie certainly like 300 was not, at the very least it inspires another generation of people who are enthusiastic in history and enthusiastic enough that they're willing to uncover the truth and do their own research, in the same way that I may have watched The Patriot as a kid, and that inspired me to pick up books about the American Revolution, and I'm sure that influenced me making that series. So
yeah, I think you're definitely right, because I feel like Napoleon, outside of super nerdy historical circles, he's just the French short guy. Yeah, that's all he's thought of as. Yeah, and
no one tries to make him look cool, so it's nice to see that.
Yeah, for us history buffs, it's like, you know, we know Napoleon's life, and we kind of know it, like how insane he utterly was, in terms of like how absolutely OP Napoleon was, basically. But it's like most people don't know that. So like you're right. It's like just like the way how people got super into the American Revolution with the Patriot, or like super into Spartans after 300.
Yep.
If anything, this is at least going to change people's perspective of Napoleon,
right?
And kind of what made people utterly devoted to him.
Yeah, and it's good they're not. I think at the very least, no matter how they depict a certain battle, or like you said, the special effects, if they're making Napoleon seem like a force to be reckoned with and not a short guy, butt of the joke, British propaganda.
That's what it seems like. Yeah, they're making him a force of nature, essentially.
Yeah. I think that's a great way to go, and I'm sure you and I will both have plenty of criticisms when the movie comes out. But yeah, I'm hoping that people, it at least gets. I know there's like those games like Roblox and stuff. People are lining up doing Napoleonic battles, I've heard, in games like that. Or
that is so funny.
On Mountain Blade Napoleonic Wars, that's a game I played when I was a kid. We would line up and do line battles. I'm hoping it gives another wave of kids getting into that, because I know that was something. Probably from watching movies like The Patriot, it got me interested in linear warfare and that kind of thing.
Yeah, you don't really get a lot of depictions of like late 18th century warfare anymore. Yeah, like I mean, other than like, I guess you know how it's like one movie can completely change your perspective on like an era.
Yeah.
It's like watching Master and Commander utterly changed my perspective on Napoleonic naval combat.
Yeah.
It's just like complete, and it's like I'm hoping, if anything, this can kind of make it cool, essentially. But yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see when it comes out. Maybe make a video. At least I feel like everyone's gonna make some video that ties into Napoleon when it comes out. I don't know how big this movie's gonna be, but it's probably not gonna be as big as Barbie. But
right.
who knows?
Yep.